This week is Combine Week for scouts. This is like the Super Bowl. This is the one opportunity that we're in the same building with 300 plus prospects. We get a chance to watch them work out, talk to them behind the scenes, and based on what takes place in Indianapolis, a lot will be determined on draft day. So let's get to it. I got 3 questions that I want answered over the course of this long week. Number 1, which quarterback has the best tools? Now, what I want you to understand is when we talk about tools, we're talking about physical attributes, arm talent, athleticism, playmaking ability, which is kind of due to their physical prowess. Those things matter. In recent history, you look, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, they were guys that had a lot of questions about their games heading into their NFL careers, but because they had outstanding tools, they were able to really flourish at the next level. Some of that is because they had creative offensive play callers that were able to build around their talents, and that enabled them to pop. And some of it was just they were really talented, and that talent kind of enabled them to play at a high level. When I look at this class, keep your eye on Liberty's Malik Willis. Malik Willis is 6'1", 215 pounds, but when you watch him, he runs like a running back, but man, he can throw the ball a country mile. He has a fastball that whizzes past defenders, and when you see him play at his best, he is an all-pro caliber talent. Now, he needs refinement. He's not quite a polished player. He still is trying to figure out how to make reads and those things, but from a talent standpoint, this guy could be a Pro Bowl player if he gets in the right system. Can't wait to see what he looks like on the turf. My second question, who is the best pass rusher in this draft? Is it Aidan Hutchinson or Kayvon Thibodeaux? Both guys are extremely talented. Both guys are freakish athletes. When it comes down to it is, which one do you trust the most in terms of the consistent level of performance? When I look at Aidan Hutchinson, he's coming off a year where he had 14 sacks. He's a nonstop sucker, meaning his motor runs high and hot every down. Sideline to sideline chaser. He has a bag of moves that enables him to win with speed, power. He can dip and rip around the edge. He has a 2-hand swipe that enables him to get inside. He still is putting together another move, maybe a spin, but he has it all right now. When I think about some of the top pass rushers in the league, Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, they're technicians, tacticians, guys that are able to get it done, not only with superior athleticism, but with a handful of techniques that allows them to win against very polished blockers. Hutchinson has that. Thibodeaux, on the other hand, is a freak show when it comes to an athlete. Speed, power, he has the ability to dip and rip, outstanding first step quickness, great snap count anticipation. He just gets it. The issue that I have with both of them is I don't know if Thibodeaux, 1, he's never had double-digit sacks as a collegian. 2, sometimes he cruises in games, which makes him more of a flasher than a consistent presence. For my money, I'm going to go with Hutchinson, but if both of these guys work out at the combine, Thibodeaux has a chance to change that opinion. The third burning question that I want answered at the combine, which wide receiver has Pro Bowl potential as a rookie? We've seen in the last couple of years, Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson immediately went from the college game to being dominant players as NFLers. Who is next to do it? When I look at this class, 1, there's a talented collection of pass catchers that can absolutely get it done, but there are 3 guys that stand out to me. Number 1, Drake London. Drake London is a former Hooper basketball player who spent time on USC's basketball team, and so he has tremendous size, over 6'5", 220 plus pounds, does a great job of posting guys up in the middle of the field. So he's a natural red zone weapon, but he also wins the 50-50 balls down the field, meaning he and the wide receiver are one-on-one, they throw it up, he takes the alley-oop and finds a way to consistently come down with it. That makes him a valuable commodity, particularly down in the red zone when you're trying to score points. 2 other guys to keep an eye on. Ohio State's Garrett Wilson, maybe the best route runner in the class. This is a guy who has terrific stop-start quickness. He has a bag full of tricks when it comes to setting up releases, getting in and out of his breaks. He is always open. And because he's always open, he kind of reminds me of those guys like Cooper Kupp and Devontae Adams, who no matter what you do from a coverage standpoint, he finds a way to win. The final guy is David Bell from Purdue. Much like Wilson, outstanding route running, great quickness, great separation, outstanding ball skills. But what he has is a little versatility. He can play in the slot, he can play outside. Wherever you put him in the formation, he finds a way to have an advantage. Because of that, I think an offensive coordinator is going to quickly make him the #1 receiver. So when we think about these Pro Bowl guys at wide receiver, think about Drake London, Garrett Wilson, David Bell. Those guys are terrific. So there you have it. Those are my 3 burning questions. Make sure you keep it locked on Fox Sports Digital. I got you covered for all of your NFL draft content. We'll see you next time.